Hi, good afternoon and welcome to a new video from Convoy Cars in Navi Mumbai. Today we are taking a look at a 2011 Ford Endeavour. This is a single-hand driven, 80,000 kilometers done, 7-seater diesel automatic 4x4 SUV, and it comes in grey color from the factory. The car is all original paint right now. The front bumper and the rear bumper has been touched up earlier, and the paint job has been done on the bumpers. That's absolutely fine for such a big car in city like Mumbai. And the tires of the car are 60% plus, so the car, the tire condition of the car is good for an SUV this big. That is a good state of the tires. Now, coming to the exterior again, the body of the car is absolutely non-accidental, non-damaged. There are no dents, no major scratches, and absolutely non-accidental. The car looks stunning in this grey color. This is an automatic 5-speed 4x4 SUV, a 7-seater, and comes fully loaded with airbags, ABS, alloy wheels, air conditioning for all 3 rows, factory fitted leather seats. There's a touchscreen Kenwood music player which is there in the car. Then what else? There's 4-wheel high, there's 4-wheel low, then there's 2-wheel high, and it's an auto shift. So you also have a low gear ratio. The stepney cover is also intact, it's not broken. There are minor scratches on it, but there's no damage, there's no crack, or it's not broken. All the tail lamps and headlamps are intact. The front right headlamp is a little pale, but there's no moisture retention into it because we've just washed the car and came here to make this video. So there's no moisture, mist or water that I see in the headlamps or in the fog lamps. So that's absolutely fine to use. And comes with electrically adjustable ORVM. The insurance of the car, however, is expired, so the buyer will have to make a new insurance. The car really looks big and majestic. It's really tall. The ground clearance of the car is at par from any other SUV that I have been experiencing by now. So if you look at it, it's got a great ground clearance. A very impressive, massive, big SUV with a 4-wheel drive and auto shift is a deadly combination. It's a 3-liter diesel turbocharged engine, and the car looks really majestic and beautiful. We will now go inside, take a look at the interiors, and then we also take you for a spin on the car. The number of the car is 4455, which is pretty attractive. There's a keyless entry that comes to it. This is the dashboard of the vehicle. Comes with wooden accents and beige interior. These are the leather door trims with wooden and beige combination. That's the rear seat. All intact, no cracks, no wear and tear on the leather seats, very well maintained. These are factory fitted genuine leather seats, by the way, not leather seat covers. This used to be a standard fitment from the company on this vehicle. Used to be a DVD player, and the hinge of this DVD player seems to be broken. That's why there's a tape that has been put up on it so that it doesn't drop down. But the time of DVDs have gone now, so I don't think anyone would be using it now. This is how the dashboard looks like from the rear seat. That's the gear shifter. This is better now. The last row seating is this. So compared to any other 7-seater, this gets more leg room on the last row. There are blowers for the last row here. There are blowers for the second row here. You also get a switch to adjust the fan motor. There are 2 cabin lights that you get here. There's 1 cabin light at the last all in all, a very good feeling to sit inside this vehicle. The roof lining of the car is original. There are no rusting issues on the car. Usually these big SUVs tend to get rusted in due course of time, but this one is absolutely intact because it was most of the time situated in Nashik. The car is owned by a doctor, so the car is kept the way a doctor should. Very well maintained, beautifully kept Ford Endeavour 2011, and done 80,000 kilometers only. Comes with automatic gear shift, sports mode. There's low gear ratio 1, 2, 3. There's this 4-wheel drive knob that you get here, so you can put it on 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, or 2-wheel high. So I usually keep it in 2-wheel high because that gives better fuel efficiency. Since we are driving in city conditions, we don't need the 4-wheel right now. Just turning on the engine, and the engine started roaring. The air conditioning has been turned on by me. So the AC is doing a fabulous job. There's this rear AC switch that you also get here. So I'll just turn it on, and the rear AC is on. Now, what else do you have? Alright, so let's go for a spin on this one. Putting it on drive mode, taking the car ahead. I see that the sound insulation of the vehicle is really great. The engine is heavy and powerful, so there's a minor roar sound that you get inside the cabin when you just initially start pulling the car ahead, because that's when you shoot up the RPM. But once you're on a constant speed, there's no noise that you get inside the cabin. I'm feeling really wonderful, over the top. I am sitting on the tallest possible position right now in an SUV with a 4-wheel drive and auto gear shift with a 3-liter turbocharged engine. The suspension quality of the car is absolutely fabulous. There's no jerk, no body roll. The steering control is really great, and the steering is so light. I mean, I don't feel I'm driving such a big truck. Feels like I'm driving a sedan car. It's absolutely light, absolutely smooth. It's a fun to drive SUV, by the way. Now coming to the commercials of the car, this is once again 2011, second owner on RC, but a single hand driven vehicle, initially bought in the name of the hospital and then transferred to the doctor's name. So this was one car that has never changed hands, driven only by one person always. Done 80,000 kilometers. Insurance of the car is expired. The car condition is top notch. You can't compare it to any other Endeavour in the market in this age and in this price bracket. The honest thing I would like to say here is that a lot of people who call me and tell me that you can't compare this car to a Toyota Fortuner, but then I ask them, what is the car that you can compare Endeavour to? It is ultimately the same segment, and obviously it can only be compared to a Toyota Fortuner or a Isuzu V-Cross or MUX by Isuzu. These are the cars. This car falls into the segment. It's a 4x4 automatic 7-seater full-size diesel SUV in top-notch condition. You can take a test drive in Navi Mumbai, Nerul, Sector 19, plot number 37. Feel free to call me on 9768-001-006, and I'll be more than happy to give you a test drive of the car. The price of this vehicle is just 5,85,000 rupees, which is exactly half of a Toyota Fortuner of 2011 if you get an automatic, which you won't because it only started in 2012, and a 2012 model Toyota Fortuner would not come for less than 12 lakh of rupees if automatic 4x4 vehicle. So whoever is interested in buying the car and understands that the deal is genuinely a breakthrough for someone who wants a 7-seater SUV, still wants to save on the initial purchase cost of the car, and do not want to spend too much on the maintenance since the car is in absolutely top-notch condition, feel free to reach me on 9768-001-006, and I'll be more than happy to assist you and give you a test drive of this car. Thanks for watching this. Bye-bye.